guys, my name is Dixita, and today I give some information from the power of your subconscious mind book, and this chapter is the treasure house within you. Infinite riches are all around you if you will open your mental eyes and behold the treasure house of infinity within you. There is a gold mine within you from which you can extract everything you need to live life gloriously, joyously, and abundantly. Many are sound asleep because they do not know about this world mind of infinite intelligence and boundless love within themselves. Whatever you want, you can draw from. A magnetized piece of steel will lift about 12 times its own weight, and if you demagnetize this same piece of steel, it will not even lift a feather. Similarly, there are two types of man. There is the magnetized man. There is the magnetized man who is full of confidence and faith. He knows that he is born to win and to succeed, and doubts. Opportunities comes and he says, I might fail, I might lose my money. People will laugh at me. This type of man will not get very far in life because if he is afraid to go further, he will simply stay where he is, become a magnetized man and discover the master secret of the ages. Next point is the master secret of the ages. What, in your opinion, is the master secret of the ages? The secret of atomic energy, thermonuclear energy, the neutron bomb, in interplanetary travel. No, not any of this. Then what is this master secret? Where can one find it and how can it be contacted and brought into action? The answer is extraordinarily simple. This secret is the marvelous miracle working power found in your own subconscious mind, the last place that most people would seek it. Next point is the marvelous power of your subconscious mind. You can bring into your life more power, more wealth, more health, more happiness, and more joy by learning to connect and contact and release the hidden power of your subconscious mind. You need not acquire this power. You already possess it, but you want to learn how to use it. You want to understand it so that you can apply it in all departments of your life. As you follow the simple techniques and process set forth in this book, you can gain the necessary knowledge and understanding a new light can inspire you. And you can generate a new force, enabling you to realize your hopes and make all your dreams come true. Decide now. Make your life grander, greater, richer, and nobler than ever before. Within your subconscious depth lie infinite wisdom, infinite power, and infinite supply of all that is necessary. This is waiting for development and expression. Begin now to recognize these potentialities of your deeper mind, and they will take form in the world without. The infinite intelligence within your subconscious mind can reveal to you everything you need to know at every moment of time and point of space provided you are open-minded and receptive. You can receive new thoughts and ideas enabling you to bring forth new invention, make new discoveries or write books and plays. Moreover, that infinite intelligence in your subconscious can impart to you wonderful kinds of knowledge of an original nature. It can reveal to you and open the way for perfect expression and true place in your life. Through the wisdom of your subconscious mind, you can attract the ideal company as well as the right business associate or partner. It can find the right buyer for your home and provide you with all the money you need and the financial freedom to do and to go as your heart desires. It is your right to discover this inner world of thoughts, feeling, and power. of life, love, and beauty. Though invisible, its forces are mighty. Within your subconscious mind, you will find the solution for every problem and the cause for every effect. Because you can draw out the hidden powers. You come into actual possession of the power and wisdom necessity to move forward in abundance, security, joy, and dominion. I have seen the power of the subconscious lift people up out of crippled states, making them world vital and strong once more, and free to go out into the world to experience happiness, health, and joyous expression. There is a miraculous healing power in the subconscious that can heal the troubled mind and the broke heart. It can open the prison door of the mind and liberate you. It can free you from all kinds of material and physical bondage. Next point is necessity of a working basis. Substantial progress in any field of adventure is impossible in the absence of a working basis, which is universal in its application. You can become skilled in the operation of your subconscious mind. You can practice its powers with a certain of results in exact proportions to your knowledge of its principle and to your application of them. For define specific purposes and goals you wish to achieve. Being a former chemist, I would like to point out that if you combine hydrogen and oxygen in the proportions of two atoms of the former to one of the latter, water would be the result. You are very familiar with the fact that one atom of oxygen and one atom of carbon will produce carbon monoxide, a process poisonous gas. But if you add another atom of oxygen, you will get carbon dioxide, a harmless gas, and so on throughout the vast realm of chemical compounds. You must not think that the principle of chemistry, physics, and mathematics differ from the principles of your subconscious mind. Let us consider a generally accepted principle. Water seeks its own level. This is a universal principle which is applicable to water everywhere. Consider above another principle. Matter expands when heated. This is true anywhere, at any time, and under all circumstances. You can heat a piece of steel and it will expand regardless whether the steel is found in China, England, or India. It is a universal truth that matter expands when heated. It is also a universal truth that whatever you impress on your subconscious mind is expressed on the screen of space as condition, experience, and event. Your prayer is answered because your subconscious mind is principle. And by sub principle, I mean the way a thing works. For example, the principle of electricity is that it works from a higher to a lower potential. You do not change the principle of electricity when you use it, but by cooperating with nature, you can bring forth marvelous inventions and discoveries which bless humanity in countless ways. Your subconscious mind is principle and works according to the law of belief. You must know wha- what belief is, why it works, and how it works. Your Bible says in a simple, clear, and beautiful way, "Whosoever shall say unto this mountain, Be thou removed, and be thou cast into the sea, and shall not doubt in his heart, but shall believe that those things which he saith shall come to pass. He shall have whatsoever he saith." The law of your mind is the law of belief. This means to believe in the way your mind works, to believe in belief itself. The belief of your mind is the thought of your mind that is simple, just and just and just that and nothing else. All your experience, events, conditions, and acts are the reactions of your subconscious mind to your thoughts. Remember, it is not the things believe in, but the belief in your own mind which brings about the result. This is believing in the false beliefs, opinions, superstitions, and fears of making mankind begin to believe in the eternal varieties and truths of life, which never changes. Then you will move onward, upward, and Godward. What's whoever reads this book and applies the principle of the subconscious mind herein set forth will be able to pray scientifically and effectively for himself and for others. Your prayer is answered according to the universal law of action and reaction. Thought is incipient action. The reaction is the response from your subconscious mind, which corresponds with the nature of your thought. Busy your mind with the concept of harmony, health, peace, and goodwill, and wonders will happen in your life. The duality of mind. You have only one mind, but your mind I possesses two distinctive characteristics. The line of demarcation between the two is well known to all kinds and women today. The two functions of your mind are essentially unlike. Each is endowed with separate and distinct attributes and powers. The nomenclatures generally used to distinguish the two functions of your mind is as follows: the objective and subjective mind, the conscious and subconscious mind, the waking and sleeping mind, the surface left and the deep self, the voluntary mind and involuntary mind, the male and the female, and many other terms. You will find the terms conscious and subconscious used to represent the dual nature of your mind throughout this book. Next point is the conscious and subconscious minds. An excellent way to get acquainted with the two functions of your mind is to look upon your own mind as a garden. You are a gardener, and you are planting seeds in your subconscious mind all day long based on your habitual thinking. As you sow in your subconscious mind, so shall you reap in your body and environment. Begin now to sow thoughts of peace, happiness, right action, goodwill, and prosperity. Think quality and with interest on these qualities and accept them fully in your conscious reasoning mind. Continue to plant these wonderful seeds in the garden of your mind, and you will reap a glorious harvest. Your subconscious mind may be likened to the soil, which will grow all kinds of seeds, good or bad. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Every thought is therefore a cause, and every condition is an effect. For this reason, it is essential that you take charge of your thoughts so as to bring forth only desirable conditions. When your mind thinks correctly, when you understand the truth, when the thoughts deposit in your subconscious mind are constructive, harmonious, and peaceful, and the magic working power of your subconscious will respond and bring about harmonious conditions, agreeable surrounding, and the best of everything. When you begin to control your thoughts processor, you can apply the powers of your subconscious to any problem of difficulties. In other words, you will actually be consciously cooperating with the infinite power and omnipotent law which governs all things. Look around you wherever you live, and you will notice that the vast majority of mankind lives in the world without. The more enlightened men are intensively interested in the world within. Remember, it is the world within, namely your thoughts, feeling, and imagery that makes your world without. It is therefore the only creative power in everything, which you find in your world of expression, has been created by you in the inner world of your mind, consciously and unconsciously. Knowledge of the interaction of your conscious and subconscious minds will enable you to transform your whole life. In order to change external conditions, you must change the cause. Most men try to change conditions and circumstances by working with conditions and circumstances to remove discord, confusion, and limitations. You must remove the cause, and the cause is the way you are using your conscious mind. In other words, the way you are thinking and picturing in your mind. You are living in the fathomless sea of infinite riches. Your subconscious is very sensitive to your thoughts. Your thoughts from the mold or matrix through which the infinite intelligence, wisdom, vital forces, and energies of your subconscious flow. The practical application of the laws of your mind is as illustrated in each chapter of this book will cause you to experience abundance for poverty, wisdom for superstition and ignorance, peace or pain, joy for sadness, light for darkness, harmony for discord, faith and confidence for fear, success for failure, and freedom from the law of averages. Certainly, there can be no more wonderful blessing than this from a mental, emotional, and material standpoint. Most of the great scientists, artists, poets, singers, writers, and inventors have a deep understanding of the working of the conscious and subconscious mind. One time, Curcio, the great operatic tenor, was struck with stage fright. He said his throat was paralyzed due to spasm caused by intense fear, which contracted the muscles of his throat. Perspirations poured obviously down his face. He was ashamed because in a few minutes he had to go out on the stage. He was ashamed because in a few minutes he had to go out on the stage. Yet he was shaking with fear and trepidation. He said, "They will laugh at me. I can't sing." Then he shouted in the presence of those behind the stage. The little me wants to strangle the big me within. He said to the little me, "Get out of here, the big me wants to sing through me." By the big me, he meant the limitless power and wisdom of his subconscious mind, and he began to shout, get out, and the big me is going to sing." His subconscious mind responded, releasing the vital forces within him. When the call came, he walked out on the stage and sang gloriously and majestically, enthralling an audience. It is obvious to you now that Kershaw must have understood the two levels of mind, the conscious or rational and the subconscious or irrational level. Your subconscious mind is reactive and responds to the nature of your thoughts. When your conscious mind is full of fear, worry, and anxiety, the negative emotions injured in your subconscious mind are released and flood the conscious mind with a sense of panic, foreboding, and disappear. When this happens, you can, like Kershaw, speak affirmatively and with a deep sense of authority to the irrational emotions generated in your deeper mind as follows. Be still, be quiet. I am in control. You must obey me. You are subject to my command. You cannot introduce where you do not any belong. It is fascinating and intensely interesting to observe how you can speak authoritatively and with conviction to the irrational movement mind. The subconscious is subject to the conscious mind, and that is why it is called subconscious or subjective. Next point is outstanding difference and modes of operations. You will perceive the main difference by the following illustrations. The conscious mind is like the navigator or captain at the bridge of a ship. He directs the ship and singles order to men in the engine rooms, who in turn control all the boiler, instruments, gauges, etc. The men in the engine room do not know where they are going. They follow order. They would go on the rocks if the man on the bridge issued falsely or wrong instruction based on his handling with the compass, sextant, or other instrument. The men in the engine room obey him because he is in charge and issue order, which are authority obeyed. Members of the crew do not talk back to the captain. They simply carry out orders. The captain is the master of his ship, and his decree are carried out. Likewise, your conscious mind is the captain and the master of your ship, which represent your body, environment, and all your affairs. Your subconscious mind takes the orders you give it based upon what your conscious mind believes and accepts as true. When you repeatedly say to people, I can't afford it, then your subconscious mind takes you at your word and sees to act it that you will not be in a position to purchase what you want as long as you persist in saying, I can't afford that car, that trip to Europe, that home, that fur coat or earning grab. You can rest assured that your subconscious mind will follow your orders and you will go through life experiencing the lack of all these things. Last Christmas Eve, a beautiful young university student looked at an attractive and rather expensive traveling bag in a store window. She was going home to Buffalo, New York for the holidays. She was about to say, I can't afford that bag, when she recalled something she had heard at one of my lectures, which was never finish a negative statement, reverse it immediately, and wonders will happen in your life. She said, this bag is mine. It is for sale. I accept it mentally and my subconscious says to it that I receive it. At 8 o'clock Christmas Eve, her fiance presented her with a bag exactly the same as the one she had looked at the mentally identified herself with at 10 o'clock the same morning. She had filled her mind with the thought of expectancy and relaxed the whole things to her deeper mind, which has the know how of accomplishing. This young girl, a student at the University of South California, said to me, I didn't have the money to buy that bag, but now I know where to find money and all the things I need. And that is it in the phrase house of eternity within me. Another simple illustration is this. When you say, I do not like mushrooms, and the ocean subsequently comes that you are served mushrooms in sauces or salads, you will get indications because your subconscious mind says to you, the boss does not like mushrooms. This is an amusing example of the outstanding difference and modes of operation of your conscious and subconscious minds. A woman may say, I wake up at 3 o'clock. If I drink coffee at night, whenever she drinks coffee, her subconscious mind nudged her as if to say, the boss wants you to stay awake tonight. Your subconscious mind works 24 hours a day and makes provision for your benefits, pouring all the fruits of your habitual thinking into your life. Next point is How her subconscious responded. A woman wrote me a few months ago as follows: I am 75 years old, a widow with a grown family. I was living alone and on a pension. I heard your lectures on the powers of of the subconscious mind, wherein you said that ideas could be conveyed to the subconscious mind by repetition, faith, and expectancy. I began to repeat frequently with feeling. I am want. I am happily married to a kind, loving, and spiritual minded man. I am insecure. I kept on doing this many times a day for about 2 weeks, and one day at the corner drugstore I was introduced to a retired pharmacist. I found him to be kind, understanding, and very religious. He was a perfect answer to my prayer. Within a week, he proposed to me, and now we are on our honeymoon in Europe. I know that the intelligence within my subconscious mind brought both of us together in divine order. This woman discovered that the treasure house was within her. Her prayer was felt as true in her heart, and her affirmation sank down by osmosis into her subconscious mind, which is the creative medium. The moment she succeeded in bringing about a subjective embodiment, her subconscious mind brought about the answer through the law of attraction. Her deeper mind, full of wisdom and intelligence, brought both of them together in divine order. Be sure that you think on whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. Today's next chapter is how your own mind works. You have a mind, and you should learn how to use it. There are two levels of your mind: the conscious or rational level, and the subconscious or irrational level. You think with your conscious mind, and whatever you habitually think sink down into your subconscious mind, which creates according to the nature of your subconscious your thoughts. Your subconscious mind is the seat of your emotions and is the creative mind. If you think good, good will follow. If you think evil, evil will follow. This is the way your mind works. The main force a point to remember is once the subconscious mind accepts an idea, it begins to execute it. It is an interesting and stable proof that the law of the subconscious mind works for good and bad ideas alike. This law, when applied in a negative way, is the causes of failure, frustration, and unhappiness. However, when your habitual thinking is harmonious and constructive, you experience perfect health, success, and prosperity. Peace of mind and a healthy body are inevitable when you begin to think and feel in the right way. Whatever you claim mentally and feel is true, your subconscious mind will accept and bring forth into your self experience. The only thing necessary for you to do is to get your subconscious mind to accept your idea, and the law of your own subconscious mind will bring forth the health, peace, or your own subconscious mind will bring for the health, peace, or the positions you desire. You give the command or decree, and your subconscious will faithfully reproduce the idea impressed upon it. The law of your mind is this: you will get a reaction or response from your subconscious mind according to the nature of the thoughts of idea you hold in your conscious mind. Psychologists and psychiatrists point out that when thoughts are conveyed to your subconscious mind, impressions are made in the brain cells. As soon as your subconscious accepts any idea, it proceeds to put it into effect immediately. It works by association of ideas and uses every bit of knowledge that you have gathered in your lifetime to bring about its purposes. It runs on the infinite power in energy and wisdom within you. It lines up all the laws of nature to get its way. Sometimes it seems to bring about an immediate solution to your difficulties, but at other times it may take days, weeks, or longer. It's we are past finding out. Next point is conscious and subconscious terms differentiated. You must remember that these are not two minds. There are merely two spheres of activity within one mind. Your conscious mind is the reasoning mind. It is that phase of mind which choose. For example, you choose your books, your home, and your partner in life. You make all your decisions with your conscious mind. On the other hand, without any conscious choice on your part, your heart is kept functioning automatically and the process of digestion, circulation, and breathing are carried on by your subconscious mind through process independent of your next point is conscious and subconscious terms differentiation differentiation. You must remember that these are not two minds. They are merely two separate spheres of activities within one mind. Your conscious mind is the reasoning mind. It is that phases of mind which chooses, for example, you choose your books, your home, and your partner in life. You make all your decisions with your conscious mind. On the other hand, without any conscious choice on your part, your heart is kept functioning automatically and the process of digestion, circulation, and breathing are carried on by your subconscious mind through process independent of your conscious control. Your subconscious mind accepts what is impressed upon it or what you consciously believe. It does not reason things out like your conscious mind, and it does not argue with your controversially. Your subconscious mind is like the soil, which accept any kinds of speed, good or bad. Your thoughts are active and might be likened unto seeds. Negative, destructive thoughts continue to work negatively in your subconscious mind, and in due to time will come forth into outer experience which corresponds with them. Remember, your subconscious mind does not engage in proving whether your thoughts are good or bad, true or false, but it responds according to the nature of your thoughts or suggestions. For example, if you consciously assume something as true, even though it may be false, your subconscious mind will accept it as true and proceed to bring about result, which must necessarily follow because you consciously assume it to be true. Experiment by psycho. Next topic is experiments by psychologists. Innumerable experiments by psychologists and others, one persons in the hypnotic state have shown that the subconscious mind is incapable of making selection and comparison which are necessary for a reasoning process. They have shown repeatedly that your subconscious mind will accept any suggestions. However, false. Having one accepted any suggestions, it responded according to the nature of the suggestion given. To illustrate the amenability of the subconscious mind to suggestion, if a practitioner hypnotic suggestions to one of his subjects that he is Napoleon Bonaparte or even a cat or a dog, he will act out of the part with imitable accuracy. His personality becomes changed for the time being. He believes himself to be whatever the operator tells him he is. A skilled hypnotist may suggest to one of his students in the hypnotic state that his back itches, to another that his nose is bleeding, to another that his marble statue, and to another that he is freezing and temperature is below zero.
Each one will follow out the line of this his particular suggestion, totally obvious to all his surroundings which do not pertain to his idea. This simple illustration portrayed clearly and the difference between your conscious reasoning mind and your subconscious mind, which is impersonal, non-selective, and accepts as true whatsoever your conscious mind believes to be true. Hence, the importance of selecting thoughts, ideas, and premises which bless, heal, inspire, and fill your soul with joy. Next point is the terms objective and subjective mind clarified. Your conscious mind is sometimes referred to as your objective mind because it deals with outward objects. The objective mind takes cognizance of the objective world. Its media of observation are your five physical senses. Your objective mind is your guide and director is in your contact with your environment. You gain knowledge through your five senses. Your objective mind learns through observation, experience, and education. As previously pointed out, the greatest function of the objective mind is that of reasoning. Suppose you are one of the thousands of tourists who come to Los Angeles annually. You would come to the conclusion that it is a beautiful city based upon your observation of the parks, pretty gardens, majestic buildings, and lovely homes. This is the working of your objective mind. Your subconscious mind is oftentimes referred to as your subjective mind. Your subjective mind takes cognizance of its environment by means independent of the five senses. Your subjective mind perceives by initiation. It is the seat of your emotion and the storehouse of memory. Your subjective mind performs its highest functions when your objective sense are in abeyance. In a word, it is the that intelligence which makes itself manifest when the objective mind is suspended or in a sleepy, drowsy state. Your subjective mind sees without the use of the natural organs of vision. It has the capacity of clairvoyance and clairaudience. Your subjective mind can leave your body, travel to distant lands, and bring back information oftentimes of the most exact and truthful characters. Through a subjective mind, you can read the thoughts of others, read the content of sealed envelopes and closed safes. Your subjective mind has the ability to apprehend the thoughts of others without the use of the ordinary objective means of communication. It is of the greatest importance that we understand the interaction of the objective and subjective mind in order to learn the true art of prayer. Next point is the subconscious cannot reason like your conscious mind. Your subconscious mind cannot argue controversially. Hence, if you give it wrong suggestions, it will accept as true, will proceed to bring them to pass as conditions, experience, and events. All things that have happened to you are based on thoughts impressed on your subconscious mind through belief. If you have conveyed erroneous concepts to your subconscious mind, the sure method of overcoming them is by the repetition of constructive harmonious thoughts frequently repeatedly, which your subconscious mind accepts, thus forming new and healthy habits of thought and life. For your subconscious mind is the seat of habit. The habitual thinking of your conscious mind establishes the rules in your subconscious mind. This is very favorable for you if your habitual thoughts are harmonious, peaceful, and constructive. If you have includes in fear, worry, and other destructive forms of thinking, the remedy is to recognize the omnipresence of your subconscious mind and degree freedom, happiness, and perfect health. Your subconscious mind, being creative and one with your divine source, will proceed to create the freedom and happiness which you have earned honestly decrease. Next point is the tremendous power of suggestion. You must realize by now that your conscious mind is the ultimate etiquette, and its chief function is to protect your subconscious mind from false impressions. You are now aware of one of basic laws of mind. Your subconscious mind is amenable to suggestion. As you know, your subconscious mind does not make comparison or contrast, neither does it reason and think things out for itself. These latter functions belong to your subconscious mind. It simply reacts to the impression given to it by your conscious mind. It does not show of a preference for one course of action over actions another. The following is a classic example of the tremendous power of suggestion. Suppose you approach a time looking passenger on board ship and say to him something like this: "You look very ill. How pale you are. I feel certain you are going to be seasick. Let me help you to do your cabin." The passenger turns pale. Your suggestion of seasickness associates itself with his own fears and fear forwardly. He accepts your aid down to birth, and then your negative suggestion, which was accepted by him, is realized.